Mug.News, we highlight the success and growth of entrepreneurs. But when it comes to inclusion within the startup community, we can't forget about contributions students are making. Here to talk with me today about his involvement in the entrepreneurship world is Justin Krug.
Yeah, well, hi, Caitlin. It's certainly a pleasure to be here. Thanks for having me. I was really excited about this. Well, I'm a 21-year-old graduating senior in the College of Business at the University of Nebraska Omaha. Go Mavs. And I'm striving to leave my mark on the entrepreneurial ecosystem here in the greater Omaha area. In May, I will be receiving my bachelor's in business administration with a concentration in marketing and business management, which, I mean, that just blows my mind. And to add, I strive to be heavily involved on my campus. So as an example, this year I was recognized with an award for my leadership efforts as president of an organization on UNO's campus called Collegiate Entrepreneurs Organization, or CEO for short.
Mm-hmm. Well, there's a lot to unpack there. First of all, congratulations on it being your last semester. Well done, especially with it being COVID and going through those struggles as a student. And then despite those issues, you are still contributing to your local ecosystem. So this is just really great to hear all the things that you're working on. So why don't you go ahead and tell me a little bit more about CEO?
Yeah, absolutely. And there is honestly so much to talk about with regards to CEO. So I'll do my best to kind of keep it brief. But CEO at UNO is it's an entirely student-run organization building the next generation of Nebraskan business leaders. And so each week, CEO members hear from and connect with experienced entrepreneurs and company founders from across the country. And outside of weekly meetings, CEO also hosts and attends various events and conferences as a club each year. For example, this year our chapter attended the virtual global conference, which I was recognized at as the outstanding chapter leader. But in years past, the global conference is in person and it's held in cities like Chicago and Miami. And it's I've heard it is an absolute blast. 2-day event held in person. There's a pitch competition for $15,000 in award money. So just a crazy opportunity for students interested in entrepreneurship.
So then we mentioned off screen a little bit in our conversation beforehand, but do you have any events that are coming up through CEO?
Yes, we do actually. We're really excited. We've got some great things coming down the pipe. So in addition to our weekly meetings planned throughout the rest of the semester featuring our guest speakers, we also have an opportunity called the Avature X CEO Garage Fund, which is just one more way that we're aiming to further support UNO student entrepreneurship this year.
Mm-hmm. So the Garage Fund, tell me a little bit more about that. Has this happened in the past before?
So the Garage Fund is UNO exclusive, and it's an opportunity that invites passionate students with innovative ideas or existing businesses to showcase their business or idea in order to receive funding and advice on how to further their venture. So what we require is students will craft and submit a 3-minute or less pitch video explaining what their business or idea is and how they would use or allocate the $500 to move their business forward. So then after the submission deadline of February 19th, all the videos will be scored on a range of criteria, and the top scoring contestants will advance to the final round taking place on March 3rd, where they will pitch live and participate in Q&A. And to answer your other question in there, this is the first time that this opportunity has happened. So short answer is yes on that one, and it's one that we're really excited about. I will add that there are some other opportunities as well at UNO that are, I would say, pretty similar. One of which is the Maverick Business Plan competition, and the other is the Big Idea Pitch Contest. And those are put together by some great minds, Dr. E and Levi Cermak, or Dr. Dale Easley. I call him Dr. E. And I work really closely with the both of them. They are super incredible. And yeah, I'm just so happy to be connected with them.
Mm-hmm. So those events sound really cool, really fun and interesting. So then I'm wondering, have you participated in these events?
Yes, I actually just participated in the UNO Big Idea Pitch Contest. And I was fortunate enough to receive third place. So yeah, I can't say enough good things about my experience. It was such a great learning opportunity, and it's honestly a big part of the inspiration for the Garage Fund.
What about these events that you went to inspired Garage Fund?
Yeah, so I would say a lot of it had to do with, first and foremost, just finding another way to support student entrepreneurship. That's something we do with our club. That's kind of the gold standard, the mission. And like I had said previously, a big portion of how we've done that in the past is through weekly meetings, inviting experienced entrepreneurs to share their expertise and advice with our UNO student base. This year, with COVID, saw an opportunity to kind of elevate CEO and take it to another level, and implement a new opportunity that that will not only support students with knowledge, but will support one outstanding student with the financial resources as well as the expertise to help further their business.
CEO sounds very inclusive and supportive with all of these different resources. So tell me, how is Garage Fund going to be different from previous events? There's some similarities, but I know that in past we've talked about a couple. There's going to be some key differences. Why don't you tell me more about that?
Yeah, absolutely. Like you mentioned, there was definitely some inspiration that stemmed from the other events that we just talked about. But what makes the Garage Fund different is the workshops aspect of it. So to elaborate, the winner of the Garage Fund will not only receive financial support, being the $500 to be used to further their business, but they will also receive 2 workshops designed to help their business prosper. And so at these workshops, UNO CEO members from diverse backgrounds will work collaboratively to push the winner's business forward. In other words, at these workshops, the winner will receive raw input and feedback from CEO members on specific challenges and opportunities in their business, and we will all work collaboratively and collectively to address them as a group.
That's wonderful to hear, because when it comes to entrepreneurship, it takes more than just giving funds. While getting that funding is fantastic and very helpful, there's more to it behind the scenes. So you had mentioned that there will be a judging process to see who wins this award. Who's going to be the one doing the judging? Is it run by the student organization?
Yeah, so as I might have alluded to this earlier, our group, our CEO leader group, will be selecting the top applicants. Those top applicants will have a week to prepare and will pitch live at our March 3rd meeting. And all in all, Avature, a software development company here in Omaha, Nebraska, will be listening to the pitches and judging them, and ultimately deciding the one winner that will become the adopted business, if you will, for the Garage Fund. And I can't say enough great things about Avature. They're a team full of industry leaders that embody the entrepreneurial spirit and love to support student entrepreneurship. They are incredible people, and I can't thank them enough for their help, because without them, the Garage Fund may never have happened.
So I'm curious, how did you get involved with them? Did you, as your organization, reach out to them, or did you meet at some sort of networking event?
Great question. So CEO at UNO has actually been around for many years. And Avature was actually one of our previous sponsors from the previous cohorts. So they've been around, they've invested some money to support what we do here at UNO and support student entrepreneurship. Many of our CEO members and leaders are actually employed for Avature right now, and are doing some really awesome things there. So when they heard another opportunity for them to get involved, they were just so excited. It was an easy sell, which is great. They were so eager to support us in this way.
That is wonderful to hear. And thank you so much for your time on sharing a little bit more about CEO and this fantastic event that you have coming up. Before we part ways, do you have any other last thoughts, any takeaways, or anywhere we can find out more information about CEO and the Garage Fund?
Yeah, absolutely. So you guys can definitely feel free to give our socials a look, which is at UNO CEO. If you want to connect with me and pick my brain on some of the things that we're doing for CEO, or just looking to expand your network, definitely feel free to connect with me on LinkedIn.
Mhm. Well, awesome. Justin, thank you so much for your time and good luck with Garage Fund.
Thank you, Caitlin. Super stoked for this. And just like I said, excited to leave my own mark on the entrepreneurial ecosystem here in Omaha.